What's up YouTube, Eugene here. Glad you can join me. Today I've got Synthetic Jungle, a sample. So first impressions, I'm going to be smelling this for the very first time with you. At Holt Renfrew, bottles are not available of this. They will be here early next week according to the sales assistant, but she did offer to trade me a sample for my phone number and email address in hopes of selling me one in the near future, which I was gladly able to do. So it's been about 2 years now since the last release of a Frederic Malle, and it's always an exciting time for me whenever there's a new Malle. I'm kind of obsessed. It's my gold standard, the pinnacle of perfume with the Chanel Les Exclusives for me. So I'm always excited, and I've got the highest expectations, and it's just like the anticipation level is off the charts. I can hardly wait. Frederic, for me, has been a huge inspiration even for starting my own brand, so I look up to him. I love his vision, his creativity, the things he's doing, how unique he is. Always surprising me, even after reading the notes and the accords and the genre. It's like whenever I smell one of his perfumes for the first time, I'm always like surprised. I was like, wow, this doesn't smell anything like I had expected. And that's a huge lesson for me from the last release, Queer, Rosette Queer. And the lesson was not to have any expectations for anything. Otherwise, you may be disappointed, like I felt I was when I smelled Rosette Queer, because it wasn't anything like I had thought it was going to be. But I loved it nonetheless. I'm kind of obsessed with it at the moment. But so this is a Chypre. They've classified this as a Chypre genre, and I'm almost certain, here I go again with my expectations, that it's not going to be one of the heavier Chypres that we know from the 80s, the leathery, the heavy mosses, the patchouli, the huge contrast of notes. I feel like this is going to be on the lighter, fresher side. Green, botanical, white florals, maybe some citrus, and that sort of thing. So, which I'm not against. I love Frederic's woodier perfumes, his The Moon, Monsieur, or even let's say Music for a while. So the more recent woodier fragrances. But I'm also a sucker for florals. I love florals. I love green notes. Love green perfumes, especially when they remind me of the outdoors or nature. I have a natural connection to green perfumes, so chances are I'm expecting to like this. At least that's what I've played out in my mind. So it's nice that Frederic's gone outside of his Rolodex of his preferred perfumers and gone with Anne Filippo. I like that he's expanding his portfolio, and hopefully we can see more perfumers, even female perfumers. I like Anne Filippo's most recent work with YSL, Libre, which she did in collaboration with Carlos Benaim. I'm almost thinking, just thinking about this, I'm thinking out loud, because Carlos Benaim's done some work for Frederic Malle. Maybe he was the one that kind of brought them together or connected them. But I really like Libre. It's a modern fougere for women. In the designer level, I think it's an excellent perfume. I think it was Anne Filippo. Anyway, God, I hope I'm not wrong. It would be awful, wouldn't it? So let's open this up. Let's spray this. Let's spray this and see what it is. Okay. Here we go. Ready? If you've smelt this, let us know what you think about it in the comments below. Okay. Oh, wow. Green and spicy, sparkling, a very thick resinous green, balsams. I get that galbanum right off the top. It's musty. It's dry and musty, and it is leathery. Oh, I like this a lot. Yes. It smells like there's earth in here. There's like earth tincture. pepper. I get resins, incense, like a soft resin. I wouldn't call it like overly churchy or dark and smoky, but it's rooty, it's veiny, it's got like, if you were to cut a plant in half and kind of get that veiny aspect to it, you know, the syrups flowing, the juices flowing. I like this a lot. This is so outdoorsy and very natural smelling. I know they were kind of going for a 70s themed perfume. I think number 19 came to mind, and I believe it was Pleasures. I don't see a direct comparison at all, but it's definitely green and botanical. Lily of the Valley, I think, was a listed note. I can't pick up Lily of the Valley. I pick up the galbanum resin, that sap. It's like a thick resin and must. But it's fresh, and it's not as it's got a lot of depth, so it's not just florals. It's actually more woods than florals. Might even be some vetiver in here, but there is something that would challenge let's say a novice nose. Like, this isn't very appealing to me. I mean, to me it is appealing, but it's not something that I would consider appealing to the mainstream public. I really like this. Yeah, I like that there's not much citrus in here. That they didn't give it that whatever freshness is coming from. I wouldn't say it's citrus. The patchouli is really soft. It doesn't add much texture to this. I'd say right now it's like the majority of what I'm smelling is galbanum and something peppery. But it is very botanical is the word. Very foresty, very green. I don't get white florals. At least not, it doesn't smell like florally feminine. This is almost more masculine than it is feminine. But so far I like what I'm smelling. I enjoy this a lot. This is what I love. I think fans of French Lover's got that huge hit of galbanum in it, incense. This is a little bit incensey. It's not smoky though. Slightly leathery. I also don't get that. I remember reading Black Currant was a note. I'm not really picking up on anything so far. But it's very well-rounded, very smooth, very, Frederic Malle elegant. It's got that that air of sophistication. It's gorgeous. I think it's very lovely. I love it already. Like, I can't imagine what this is going to develop into. And I look forward to this. Anyway, if you've smelt Synthetic Jungle, let us know what you think. The name Synthetic Jungle, interesting choice of a name. I'm not sure what they were going for. Nothing here really smells synthetic to me. It smells all very natural. I think it's just Frederic. It's he playing a game on words, and I don't know, maybe throwing jabs or at his counterparts, or I'm not sure. Maybe kind of throwing shade on what's going on in the perfume industry, where a lot of things do smell synthetic and goofy and childish. But So far, I like this a lot. Bottle will be coming my way as soon as it's released. Otherwise, let us know what you think. Synthetic Jungle, share your feelings. Always love hearing your comments, seeing your faces. Thank you for coming, and we will see you all very soon.